Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the new edition of the Business of Music podcast, brought to you by... Welcome back, everybody, to the Business of Music podcast. My name is Elliot James. I'm with my business partner, James. What's up, dude?
Hey, not much. How's it going?
It is going really well. I am excited today. We have a great guest. For those who have been tuning in, usually we guests come in about a half hour into the podcast, but this is a special episode with a special guest. Happy to introduce Grizzy Hendrix. Grizzy, how you doing, my man?
Yo, what's going on, bro? Happy to be here.
We're really excited to have you. Grizzy, for those who don't know, has a lot of awareness for artists, for a lot of scams that are going on in the industry. Grizzy is an artist himself. He's made a lot of, or really built a great platform for his music. So he's actually, I think he's been like interacting with some of these artists. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to turn over the floor to you, man. And can you tell us a little bit about what you're seeing and what you're trying to raise awareness for artists?
All right, so basically what's going on right now is like, because of the pandemic, a lot of these legendary artists are suffering, and they're pretty much broke, to keep it a buck with you, and they don't have no money. So I guess somehow this company figured out a way to reach out to these artists and offer them this little opportunity for them to get money in their pockets. So what they're doing is they're handing over their accounts to this company, their verified accounts, and allowing this company to use it to basically rip artists off, scam them, sell dreams to them that just aren't really gonna happen. And the artists think that these verified accounts are those legends that they're speaking to, but it's really not. It's just this company that's actually, typing out these fake messages. They're all the same. Like, I'm getting messages from artists that are exactly the same messages that, like, one might come from Fat Joe. It's the same message as Benny the Butcher or Dave East or DMX even. So it's like they're just trying to scam artists. And I felt like it's my job as an artist who's gotten jerked myself in the past to actually spread more awareness of this, because I just don't like seeing artists get robbed of their money.
Yeah.
So.
And to give everyone a little background, I had talked about this a few months ago. It's been going on for a while. What they're doing at the beginning of this is they're posting something like an image saying tag the next up and coming artist, or a tweet, and they're getting other people to tag their friends or people they know. And then the company's going in, and everyone who's tagged just messaging them the same thing. Like you said, hey, I think it's pretty much something like, hey, we have a great opportunity. You should be on our mixtape. And then this mixtape may have a song from someone like Fat Joe, but really it's just like 30 other songs of random people that no one listens to the mixtape, because there is no promotion done on these mixtapes. Fat Joe may be on it, but he doesn't care. He's getting paid to let his song be on it and let them be on a mixtape with Fat Joe. And
100%.
as you know, as an independent artist, coming independent artist, that sounds like an amazing opportunity. Be on a mixtape with Fat Joe sounds amazing. But ultimately, if they're not helping you market it or do anything, if no one's going to listen to us, there's no benefit to it. So that's a little background of it. Now, I know you haven't done that, but have you seen other opportunities like this before that are legit? Have you ever been on a mixtape with anyone?
I mean, back in the past, like because before all this internet stuff, I come from that era where we were handing out mixtapes. You pick up mixtapes from your bootlegger, and you definitely would want to pay to get on those mixtapes. At the time, those were like really getting heavily pushed around the streets. But we're talking about something totally different now. This is just like a legit scam. So when people try to compare it to that era, it's just false, because it's just not rare. You can't equate those two.
Yeah, and as you all know, and as a lot of people may not realize, is when they're doing this, they're not going through a business entity or something like that. They're having you WhatsApp or Cash App or Venmo them money, because that's probably one of the top signs of a scam, when you're just sending them money on Cash App, because
No
they can
contracts.
disappear, and they're like, oh, we'll put you on a mixtape. And in this case, I think a lot of them are ending up on mixtapes. I don't know how many people have paid and not been put on a mixtape. So I don't know if it's a scam as much as a very misleading advertisement of what you can expect from it.
We'll see where the scam lies is they're making these artists believe you're talking to the specific verified person on that account. So it's like that's where the fraud comes in. You're tricking people. It's like if I'm sitting there thinking, oh man, I'm talking to DMX. DMX is saying he likes my music. I'm thinking this is DMX, but really it's not even DMX. This is just some fake robot type thing going on behind the scenes. So that's where I believe that's clearly scamming in my opinion.
Right. Well, and I know on the distribution side of things, like when these mixtapes are put out and it says the mixtape has 28 main artists, right? It's not a DMX tape. It's a mixtape with DMX on it, and it's listed under various artists, literally is what it'll say.
Right.
So if DMX where there would be value is if after the mixtape was done, the DMX account from Twitter, from Instagram was promoting it. Hey, check out the mixtape I'm featured on. That would be worth money because now his audiences might be clicking on this link and happen to see you. But if it's purely just give us $1,000, we'll put you essentially on a playlist and it'll be under various artists. This is going to completely disappear. Poof. Like if they're getting $1,000 a slot, that's 30 grand right there. Just, and like and they can do this infinite amount of times, really, because it doesn't fall under a Fat Joe album. It's just a various artist, some random mixtape called, probably something like Beast in the East Volume 14 or some shit like that. Yeah. And so, I mean, now you've said some of the legends, like, what are some artists that have gone into this, like that you've seen?
I mean, I had actually put a list on my Instagram. So anybody who wants to, check out that list, that's on my Instagram. But the ones that I know, Royce was definitely a part of it. Fat Joe, you had Cassidy, you have Benny the Butcher, you got now DMX, Davies. I've seen, like, there's a lot of artists doing this. You got Gilly. There's just so many dudes that are acting like, and they're doing it right now. That's the crazy part. It's like, even with all these like topics being brought to light about how they're scamming, they're still like, so what? We're still doing it. So I'm just surprised that these guys have the audacity to keep up with this.
Have you talked to anyone who's had the offer to be one of these spokespeople? Do you have any idea, like, how much Fat Joe's being paid to do this? Or, because to me, I think it would have to be a lot, because it's risking your whole brand.
Well, yeah, I've actually heard, I believe I was speaking with the Evolve on his show, and he said he did his research and they're getting paid between like 5,000 to 10,000, I think, a week, just to like use their account to do this. So they're getting this bread every week. You know what I'm saying? So that's what he said.
Gives you an idea of how much money that company is making if they're able to pay out 10 grand a week for Fat Joe's account. It's a lot. And I don't know how much they're charging artists. I've seen various amounts. I've seen 500, I think. I've seen all the way up to 2,000 for a spot.
Oh, yeah, I've seen up to 5,000.
Yeah, crazy.
That's ridiculous. 5 grand. Well, I'm wondering if on some level, because to have access to that many different artists makes me think that, like, perhaps they're all managed by one like PR company, and now this company is kind of using this methodology. Because, like, you have to think, like, that's a lot of people. And, like, I've also seen Redman, I've seen The Game.
The Game too. Yeah.
Right. That's a lot of artists who you would probably think are doing well, and to have access to that many accounts all doing the same thing makes me think that there's some sort of like PR company that just has all of these clients and is now using this strategy. Do you think that could kind of be it? Or do you like, are there some artists who might not be aware this is going from their pages?
No, I think that they're aware. I think what it is like the artists were spreading it amongst each other, like through word of mouth. I think they were saying to each other, yo, I just linked up with this company. They getting my account. They paying me every such and such. And all you got to do is let them use your account and you're going to get this bread every week. You know what I'm saying? And just let them use your account. And they like, word, I'm with it. You know what I'm saying? I think that's how it was. I think it just spread through word of mouth amongst the artists, the legends, and they all, you know, got involved in this dumb scam.
I can only imagine what songs they're putting on these mixtapes from these people. Like, what throwaways did they just give them? Like, yeah, I recorded this in 1987. Here you go.
Oh, yeah, I'm pretty sure they're definitely doing that. I heard somebody say they had got a verse and that verse was used on another song already. So it was like that joint was already used before. It's not even fresh material you're giving these guys. So it's like, that's
crazy.
That's so whack to me.
Actually, you know, James and Grizzy, this happened to, I was making music a while back, probably like 4 years ago now, maybe three or 4 years ago. My friend and I had a song, and it was kind of like a summer kind of poppy hip hop song. And a company like this was like doing the exact same kind of thing. Hey, we're putting together a mixtape kind of thing where Snoop Dogg is going to be the head artist, and he's going to release a new song on this mixtape. And then like, if you are selected through our application process, like you can be put on this mixtape. And it was like a low enough price where I was like, well, if this is legit, it could totally pay off. And if not, then all right, at least I can say I'm on a mixtape with a Snoop Dogg. And like, I guess there's some value there.
Yeah.
Dog. Hey, bud. But, and like the thing was like, I considered myself like not totally a music industry like expert or anything like that, but I didn't think I was dumb, and I fell for it. So that's the thing, like it's so common and it's been going on for years. And if these big accounts are doing it, it's tough, like you said, for an artist to be talking to DMX, who like they probably idolizing. Think that DMX is saying, yo man, I like your record, you should give me $1,000 and we'll put it on this mixtape. You know, it's hard to say no if you believe it's real.
Yeah, that's a fact. Because what a lot of the artists, they're getting caught up in the whole fandom thing. Like you were a big fan of this person, so it's like, even me, like when Royce hit me up, I was gassed. Like I was so gassed. Like I told my girl, I'm telling my mom, like, yo, this dude Royce literally hit me up and he's trying to do a feature. That's crazy. And then, you know, you come to find out. Well, see, but then again, the whole thing with me and Royce, that was kind of different because like at that time I was actually speaking to Royce, but you know, he ended up mingling with the company and I just was trying to help him out and put him on the game. Like, bro, you linked up with a scam company and they're trying to scam artists with your account, and he just wasn't trying to hear it.
Yeah, and did Royce the 5'9" publicly reach out to you directly or kind of like indirectly? Because you guys, I don't know if going back and forth is the right term, but I saw there was something going there.
Oh yeah, well, what it was is I was putting out videos because I ain't like the way he was trying to, you know, little bro me and think like I'ma just, you know, okay, I'm gonna let you get away with this because you're Royce. Like, nah. So I think what it was is me doing all that stuff behind the scenes and talking to like somebody like Crooked Eye, who's reaching back out to him because they're friends to talk about this. He's catching wind of what I'm doing. And I think he got the person wrong in that video, that live video he did when he was like basically threatening the person, like, you better take all those videos down. He thought it was a guy named DJ Booth, but I was the one who was talking to Crooked, and I was the one uploading the videos. So it was like, I think he was trying to take out that aggression on me, but yeah.
Damn. Well, and like you said, like you were pumped when Royce was hitting you up because you're like, yo, I've been listening to this guy for 15 years or something. He's a legend. And then to come, yeah. And it's almost like the cover up is worse than the crime in a way.
Oh, yeah. Because that was another thing I was saying to people about Royce. Like he was in the position to just denounce this whole thing. But because probably his friends and he knows people who he's cool with that are actively doing this too, he doesn't want to be that guy to be like, nah, you like this is bogus, don't do this, because his friends are eating off this. But so he just stepped away from it. But to me, I still think that's sucker shit, because like, just because you back off, you were actively a part of it, but now you want to back off because you know what it's about. Nah, put people on that this was bogus, and then I'll have respect for you.
I have almost no doubt that his label or someone came up to him and said, you have to stop this because you're ruining your brand and you'll never be able to promote something else again. Pretty much all these people won't ever be able to promote anything without everyone going, it's a scam. Don't waste your time. Don't work with him. Don't do nothing. And so the people doing it have to be in position that they're desperate or they think they're done.
Yeah.
Or it's just, think about that though. If they're getting 10 grand a week, that's 500 grand a year. Sitting here doing nothing.
They've probably made since they signed.
That's a lot. And right, how much do you value your reputation? Interesting.
These guys obviously, one, they don't care about their reputation, and two, they definitely don't care about the people that looked up to them.
They don't. So, well, it's, yeah, James, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, no, you're fine. You're good.
I was going to say, it's unfortunate because it's one thing if it were artists that you kind of maybe heard of, that kind of had a following that were doing this, and you're like, all right, well, that sucks. But when you hear Redman, Fat Joe, Royce the 5'9", like The Game, I'm pretty sure all of these people have had a platform, and like all of us can name a song by all of them because we grew up listening and level idolizing some of these people. And when they're so blatantly not caring about the outcome to their fans, like to the people who fall for this, it's so clear that they don't give a shit. And that's disheartening. Even with hip hop, you're like, okay, yeah, it's hip hop. So like, what do I, but it's still like disappointing somehow.
Nah, it is like like I said, man, but what's even more disappointing about this whole situation is that these hip hop media sites and these platforms, they don't want to speak about this because they're probably afraid, oh, well, like a Hot 97, for example, somebody like Ebro and all these people, Funk Flex, I know for a fact these guys are aware of what's going on and they refuse to touch on it. The complexes, like they'll like subtly say things about it, but they're not actually bringing the whole awareness to light. It's like, oh, there's some type of thing going on with this, the black. No, call it what it is. There's a scam going on within the industry amongst the legends, and they need to stop, period. But they're scared. They don't want to say nothing. Everybody's nervous.
Right, and they don't want to.
The only company I know saying anything is DJ Booth and Audio Mac.
And even DJ Booth is a dude who told me, I got to fall back because I'm getting threats and things like that. So he said he got to fall back. I just recently, and I was just about to blog about this too. Somebody is actively, I think, trying to set me up because what they said is, they said, because I'm dropping, I've been selling my merch and my albums and things like that. So this person hits me up behind the scenes and said, oh, can how much are you selling your CDs for? And I tell him the price, and he says, oh, you think you could come drop it off with me? And I'm like, what? I'm like, no, I could
Mail
put
it
it
to
in the
you.
post office and mail it to you. And then he goes, oh, but I need that right now. How about I come to where you are and come get it? So, and this person's from the Bronx, and I know that they trying to set me up. They trying to catch me slipping somehow, because that company already reached out to me directly on some like trying to make me flip on the artist. So I know they trying to figure out ways to catch me. And I think that's what it is with a lot of these people. They're scared of one being threatened, and it's just, yeah, kind of creepy, but it is what it is, man. I'm not out there like that anyway.
You're blowing it up enough. You're targeting the people that they're targeting with your message. And I mean, you have support, obviously. I think you have more support than they do. They have money over
They got
support
more
at this
money.
point.
Yeah,
And that's what this is at this point. They're trying to, they know it's not going to last forever. So get as much money as they can now.
mm-hmm.
And you're hurting that.
Oh yeah, 100%. My mom's was telling me that too. She was like, you need to calm down and slow down, because you're playing with people's money here. And I told my mom, like, I told my mom, you know my personality. And I'm not gonna back down because these guys are threatening me and they got money. Like, at the end of the day, I've always been like a martyr for this hip hop shit. So it's like, I don't know, man. It just is what it is.
Well, unfortunately, these kinds of things aren't going away. And this is just not even the latest one. This one has been going on for years, but it's just another way that people in the industry take advantage of those who actually give them an industry in the first place.
That's a fact.
You know, I think it's great what you're doing with trying, because you have a platform and you have a big following on YouTube and Instagram, and raising this message is clearly something that's with us in particular, and just people who are in the music industry.
Yeah.
But moving off of that, can you dive into a little bit about like how you became who you are and what your music business kind of looks like now?
Well, for me, like, I kind of started off, you know, I don't know, like, I wasn't getting attention like every other artist out there that I see. But like me, I'm very, like, I'm keen on where like everything is starting to like transition to in this hip hop world. So what I recognize is that everybody's so engulfed in controversy. People love controversy. They love hot topics. So what I did was I started, figuring out ways to either blog about these hot topics and bring people into my world and give them, insight and perspective on the topics that they love so much, as well as giving them music. So I started building my platform through that. And, people just started following me, like, all right, these guys got something interesting to say. Let me follow them. Now, yeah, naturally, I'm going to get some of the haters through that and the trolls, but the haters that even follow me, they're spreading my message and my music because they're mad. So they'll push it on their page or their platform. Like, look at this idiot talking stuff he don't know. So either way, I'm getting pushed. But yeah, that's pretty much how I just been building my platform.
It sounds like you inadvertently kind of took a page out of the 50 Cent marketing model. Kind of, if people like the controversy, I'm going to go after everybody except for Eminem.
Yeah. 100%. But a lot of my stuff also, like, to keep it a buck with you, it's like there's substance there. It's like, I'm not just like, attacking people just to attack them. Like, it's got to be warranted. Even with the whole Royce thing, that's the actual encounter. It's not like I didn't have no idea who Royce was, and I'm like, okay, let me just go at this guy Royce and just say something. So through that, my actual encounter with him, naturally people are gonna come and be like, yo, who's this dude getting at Royce? Why? And then they see, oh, it's legit. He actually has a reason. So yeah, like, that's just some of the controversial techniques that happen.
So what do you have going on right now for your music business? What do you have coming out? What are you focused on? Are you promoting past music right now? Are you prepping some new stuff? What are you doing?
Right now I've just been selling my merch and selling my last album, physical copies. And I'm working on a new album right now to give to my fans. And yeah, people just been buying the music, supporting the merch. So, you know, that's pretty much it. Like just continuing to build the following even more and build my platform. Because
And
what
that's
I'm trying
really,
to focus on is a cult following. That's what I want. Because I already know I'm anti-industry. I don't want to sign a deal to no label. I just want to build like a Tech Nine type following where I could continue to put out merch and they'll buy it. And then when it's time to like do shows, I can do shows, things like that.
yeah. And right now, I mean, coronavirus
Yeah,
merchandise is where artists make money. That's
exactly.
how labels make money. That's how artists make money right now. And that's why so many labels are going under, because they used to rely on shows and the shows to sell the merchandise. And you're
Yeah.
following, you have a big following on YouTube
Yeah.
and Spotify and streaming platforms. But I think, correct me if I'm wrong, YouTube was where you really started.
Yeah, well, yeah, when I like initially started, it was definitely on YouTube. And then I just
Mhm.
figured out the Instagram world. And then
Yep.
I started building my following on that.
And now they're kind of following you everywhere. And you're doing exactly what most artists dream to do: get
Yeah,
a following at all. It doesn't have to be huge.
yeah,
Elliot always likes to say currency. Currency can put out a song and it will get streamed. It's not going to top the charts, but his following is dedicated on streaming. Russ was like that, but now he's become more mainstream when he signed. Now he's away again, but he can take advantage of being away. And you're kind of doing that. You've had Stan brought you a lot of traction and noise and
hmm
attention, and you
hmm
keep doing these controversies. You have all these videos, and I think you have branded yourself differently, and you've done something most artists dream to do. So great job. That's about all I have to say about it. I Yeah.
Yeah, I appreciate it. At least somebody recognizes that. It's like I'm literally the only one who's running this thing. You know what I'm saying? So I got to come up with all the marketing techniques for when I drop a record. I got to figure out, all right, what's smart for what lane should I go down with this? It's like it's hard because you got to keep in mind. I also got to focus on the music too.
Right.
It's like it's difficult. Whereas most people, they got, oh, I got my manager here. I got this person helping me with this. Nah, it's just me.
Yeah, we always tell people you're running a business
Mm-hmm.
and you're at the point where you know you're running a business. But when you start, most people don't realize that. And
Yeah.
that means a business would have an accounting department, marketing department, they have their management, they have sales,
Mm-hmm.
everything. And you have all of that, and you're doing a great job at all of it. And you've also pivoted knowing you had to with coronavirus and knowing what's going on. You can keep doing your controversy videos, but I've even seen CDs and merchandise. You're highlighting them, you're doing stuff. Most people don't sell CDs at all, they don't even think about it, but it's an
And
easy way to
that's
make some money.
another fact that you talking like people ain't buying no damn physical copies. So like even I'm not gonna lie, I was surprised even though like when I was doing the physical, I was like, wow, like that means people really, really mess with the brand and the music if they're willing to buy physical copies. Like everybody,
Right.
like and especially you gotta think about this. That album that I put out, it's already been out there digitally. You know what I'm saying? So they have it already, but they want it so much again that it's like I'm gonna buy the physical now. That's dope. That's dope.
Yeah. I think it's a way for you, the fans, to show a token of support and be like, of
Yeah.
course I can get this music for free, but I like what you're doing. Here's $20 for the album. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. 100%.
Well, we'll leave
Dude,
the floor to you. I think, Elliot, do you have anything?
well, I just wanted to say, I wanted to get your take on this because a lot of the way that you're growing your business and kind of the style of your music and how music, you remind me a lot of Immortal Technique.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I know you being a big hip hop head, you must know who he is, but a lot of
Yeah.
people, I think, don't, other than they think it's a group or they just know the Dance with the Devil song.
Yeah.
But are there, you said you want to do a thing like Tech Nine is doing. who are you trying to build your business? I don't want to say like mimicking, but you know what I mean? The structure of, oh, I like the way Currency has his niche fan base, and I'm going to try to go for that. Is Tech9, are there any others that you're trying to kind of go after?
No, it's really just I love the way Tech9 set up his thing. The only thing is I don't want that specific target market that he has. Like I want a more diverse market. I feel like his market is like a specific, like, kind of, and there's no disrespect to like that culture, the juggalo type culture, but I feel like that's just his specific culture that he's targeted, and I don't want that. I want him to be able to get the females, the street dudes. I want everybody. So that I'm just trying to have more of a diverse market and bring those in, and it's slowly coming together because I do. Every now and then I get ever since I took off the face paint, now I'm getting females that are like, okay, now I could actually listen to what he has to say. Whereas before it's like the face paint, they like, I don't know if I'm gonna be taking this guy too serious. So yeah.
Either that or like, oh, this guy is too serious.
Yeah, exactly. Word.
Yeah. So, I mean, what is the website that our listeners could find some of your merch and these CDs?
Well, I mean, they could get like the sweater merch on GrizzyHendrixs.com. But if you're trying to get like these shirts right here, you could just hit me directly on Instagram at Grizzy Hendrix, and you know, I go through all of my DMs and talk to everybody. So that's where you could get these shirts in, like CDs and albums from me directly.
Perfect. And yeah, you do talk to everyone. You answered me before a few months ago.
Yeah,
you answer everyone.
Yeah, I like, sometimes it's hard though because like I'm getting so much DMs, but like I definitely try to go through them all.
Yeah. Is there anything you want to say before we let you go?
Just shouts out to y'all for, you know, trying to bring more awareness to this scamming topic, because I've been going very hard with this, and you know, the more people that's on board to make people more aware of this, I'm all for it.
Yeah, we don't hesitate. Elliot and I both got frozen on Instagram probably 3.5 months ago. We still can't comment and do anything because we brought light to a few other companies and what they were doing. So yeah, it's we aren't any strangers to this. That's why we appreciate what you're doing, and we're happy to have you on.
Yo, good luck, you.
Yep, and our Instagram account at Denovo Agency is currently being shadow banned. So if you go and take a look, you'll see what's going on. You can't tag us in a comment. So somebody doesn't like that independent artists are learning things about the industry. So yep, we feel you.
Yeah, I was shadow banned like couple months ago. They weren't letting me tag nothing. So I'm trying to be very cautious of the things that I post now, like not too graphic or anything, so they can't like find reasons to catch me slipping.
Right. Yeah, I remember. So I posted a video about, I don't know if you know this, United Masters. What distributor who do you use?
I use DistroKid.
Use DistroKid. Okay. So I posted about United Masters and how they have a right of first refusal. So if you would have signed to United Masters and a label came to you and offered you $100,000, before you can take your music off United Masters, you'd have to offer United Masters to match.
Oh my Lord! Oh, that's what. So, oh, okay. So they kind of. Oh man.
And that, and like how World Star Hip Hop had a record deal competition, you had to pay money to enter.
Yeah.
And if they had, I think they needed 2,000 people to enter, and they made their money back and more compared to what they were offering in the deal. So like we'll post stuff like that, or I did. And after I did those two videos, I think I did both of those in a week, plus a few other things, and haven't been able to do anything since.
That's crazy. It's the same thing that Funk Flex was doing with his little bogus freestyle. You pay and we're gonna listen to it, and then pay again, and this time we're gonna see if you actually make it. It's like it's just, yo, I couldn't believe this guy's out here scamming too. Like it's like everybody's just like on the scam.
Always finding new ways.
Yeah.
And I always, some of the things I like to remind people are, if they come to you, if anyone comes to you and say, I like your music, and don't at least give you an example, it's probably a scam.
Yo, keep in mind, bro, it's so funny. My man just hit me up and he was like, yo, the company just hit me up and it was like, yo, we love your music. We love what you're doing. This guy's like, I don't even make music, bro. I was like, oh, Lord, these guys are crazy.
I get them. People ask me to feature in their song. I'm like,
MC James is a hot commodity right now, so hop on and get the feature while you can.
Price going up next month.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Oh, I got a deal for you. Give us $5,000 and we'll put you on a mixtape with MC James and Grizzy Hendrix.
Right.
Oh, geez.
Yo, that's crazy.
Well, Grizzy, thank you so much for coming by and helping us, spread your. It's been great having you here. We're both fans of your music, so it's great to have you here and on the show. Yeah, thank you very much. Everybody go check out GrizzyHendrix.com. Follow him on Instagram. Buy some of his merch. Check out the CDs. And yeah, watch out for those scams.
Appreciate y'all, yo.
Hey, good talking to you. Talk soon.
All right, bro.